Stas23 here, and these are 10 knives that I did not expect to like, but once I started carrying and using them more, I kind of got them. So the first one's the Civivi Teraxe. When I found out it was a stainless frame lock, I kind of got turned off, but the more I carried this knife, the more I enjoy it. It's also, in my opinion, it was overpriced, but like I said, once I started using the knife, I kind of got it. Nitro V steel, beautiful drop point blade. It's a more heavy duty knife. Deep carry, tip up, left or right handed pocket clip, good action. And I think for me is how comfortable these scales are. I don't know if you can see the extra finishing on the softening of those scales. Very, very nice, comfortable. And it's going to be a great blade shape for just about anything you use it for. Their Nitro V is good. It gets screaming sharp and holds a decent edge as well. That is the Civivi Teraxe. We have one that I reviewed not too long ago, and that is the new Kershaw Iridium. For this one, it was the D2 steel that kind of turned me off, but I think I like so much about this knife, other than the D2 steel, that it doesn't matter to me. I'm not a steel snob. As long as it cuts good and holds a good edge, I'm fine. This thing has excellent action. It's on bearings. It's got a super strong lock on it. Comfortable aluminum scales. And the $65, I don't think it's too far-fetched for everything you're getting here. Excellent blade shape. Decently slicey. It performed well in my testing. Deep carry pocket clip. They inset the pocket clip. It's a left or right hand carry. Yeah, this is a good one. One a little bit more expensive than the rest, and that is the Kansept Nesstreet. I don't know why, but at first I didn't love the look of the blade, and I kind of, started feeling it the more and more I use this knife, because this thing is so comfortable in the hand. I knew that handle was going to be comfortable because of that downward arc right there. That's usually a recipe for a very comfortable knife. And this thing's a pretty darn slicey blade with an S35V and stainless steel. Nice snappy action. Micarta, you can get it in several different variations. Deep carry pocket clip that's tip up. It's only right hand carry though on this one. This one, like I said, is the most expensive on the list at $149 because of the premium steel. Number 4, we have the REMETTE HandFeel. I reviewed this one not too long ago, and I just had my reservations because this was the first knife that I've reviewed from REMETTE, and I'm usually, a little hesitant because I don't know what their quality is going to be like. But for 43 bucks, this is an excellent little knife. 9CR 18 MOV, which if you didn't watch my review, it tested just fine, just like any other 9CR I've ever tested. Deep carry pocket clip, the clip's inset into the frame. Now this is right hand carry only, but for all my righties out there, I think this is an excellent high value knife. You got the thumb studs if you like that, like me, or flipper tab, whichever one you prefer. Nice and slicey blade. Excellent drop point blade. That's going to be good for just about anything you want to use it for. Peel ply G10 scales. Nice size, at least for me. It's more of a medium-sized knife. Number 5, the Kizer Begleiter button lock. I think for me, and this is the Begleiter 2 button lock, the smaller one, I think for me, it kind of got overshadowed because at the time, there's a lot of other knives that were being dropped. I think the Kizer XL Begleiter was dropped. And Kizer was putting out so many knives that this one, for some reason, for me, got looked over. And I started carrying this one about a month ago and using it. And man, oh man, I've been enjoying it. It's pretty much a full flat grind. You have a little bit of flat back here, but it's kind of got like a slicer grind. Very cute point for doing piercing tasks. 154 cm steel. Love that green linen micarta. It's nice and soft feeling, and it gives you some nice traction. Nice smooth button lock action. Nice and snappy. Now this one is a tip up, left or right handed deep carry pocket clip. And yeah, really good knife. The Begleiter series, all of them are good. But like I said, this one for me just got kind of overlooked, and I'm glad I went back to it. If you like jimping, nice full row of jimping there too. This next one, when I first bought it, I thought it was weird looking, and that is the Kizer Horn. Now, it is a funny looking knife. But this thing is so ridiculously comfortable in the hand because of those nice contoured linen micarta scales. It has the removable flipper tab. I think this is the first knife they ever did it with. And they're discontinuing this knife. I found some available, but this one is going to be it is discontinued. So if you want one, now's your chance to get it. I will have links to all these knives down in the description. If I can find affiliate links for them, I'll put those in if you want to help support the channel. Awesome. If not, that's fine as well. But the Kizer Horn N690 blade, you got that nice Warncliffe blade that you get right up on there for doing like detail work. You have that blade hole that's very, very snappy on that action. Nice fine cut jimping, very good. And that was before they started doing the long jimping. Very, very good jimping there. Good access to the lock bar, nice and smooth. Now I left the flipper tab on, and I'm not really a big flipper fan, but this thing just shoots out so hard. It's got such a satisfying flip on it that I just had to leave it. Now this is tip up, left or right-handed, and it's deep carry as well. Awesome, awesome little knife. Number 7, we have the Civivi Synergy3. And at first, the price point kind of turned me off on this one. But then after I reviewed it, I saw how much I enjoyed the knife. It's got a minimal flipper tab, and that's something I usually don't like because it's usually not that comfortable. But this one has a perfect rounded flipper tab with jimping and just rockets out. Very, very good action. It's because that flipper tab, as you can see, the front of it is in front of that pivot, so you got a lot of momentum when you pull it back. It comes rocking out. That blade shape's excellent. The contoured G10 scales with that cool looking milling pattern on it. Nice and comfortable, and that milling gives you some extra traction. You have a deep carry, tip up pocket clip. Now it is right hand carry only. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. Nitro V steel on this one. Cool, cool knife. All right, number 8, we have the Sencut Snap. And this is an older one, but I've used, this is like my number 1 beater knife whenever I'm doing stuff like yard work and stuff. And you can see it's been taking some abuse. I use and abuse this. Even on the review, I think I abused this knife. It's got a nice full-size 9CR 18 MOV blade. And the reason why I like this one, because it's a clip, but it's a straight clip. So that point is in line with that pivot. So it's going to be good for in-hand cutting. It's going to be good for cutting on a flat cutting surface in like a pinch grip like I do in most of my testing. It's got nice and smooth action, nice and snappy action, well-designed flipper tab. And this thing's only 42 bucks. Peel ply G10 scales, tip up left or right-handed carry. Awesome, awesome little budget knife. Number 9, we have the Kubey Hyde. Now, I originally, I liked the look of this one, but whenever they originally released this one, it was like 75, maybe, yeah, 70-something bucks. And I don't know, for 70-something bucks, I didn't think it was worth it. I used it for a while, and I was looking them up the other day, and now I see you can get them for 56 bucks. Now, for 56 bucks, I think it's an excellent deal. This is a CM Designs knife, and he always designs things that I find attractive. Nice drop point blade, a 14C28M blade steel, one of my favorite budget blade steels. Comfortable neutral grip on it. Nice peel ply G10 scales. Deep carry, tip up left or right-handed pocket clip. And I like using that blade hole to reverse flick it or to thumb roll it. But whenever I get a front flipper, or to me this is a top flipper, these are my favorite kind because all you do is roll, like kind of like flicking a cigarette lighter or something. You just roll back and they come rocketing out. You can easily do the top flip. It's a nice medium-sized knife. You can choke up on it if you want to get right up on that blade. Yeah, really cool knife. And 56 bucks, I definitely think it's worth it at that price point. They have several different colorways as well. Nice stonewash finish on that blade. Good jimping up top. Yeah, cool one. All right, the last one took me a while to kind of get feeling this knife, and that is the Bestech Titan. This is a Keanu design. And it's a polarizing design for sure. Just look at that Tanto. That's a crazy, crazy looking Tanto. This thing weighs absolutely nothing. And I think that's what makes me carry this so much, is because of how extremely lightweight it is. It has real G10, real carbon fiber, and it's got the layers of the G10 in between it. So when they cut it out, you can see the G10 in the middle and then the carbon fiber on the top. And man, oh man, that makes this thing so lightweight. You don't have any liner on the show side scale, and then you have just the locking liner on the lock side. You have a milled titanium pocket clip. Now this one is in 154 cm. You can also get it in D2. The 154 cm one's going to run you $139, and the D2 one will run you $63. I like Bestech's 154. That's why I chose this one. Good action. It's got two different spots for jimping. So if you want to use that secondary point, you put your finger right there, and you got some extra traction when doing, drag cuts with that secondary point. You can use the Tanto portion for scraping. The way it's set up, you can kind of just set it down like that and scrape through the side. And this thing's nice and slicey. Comes down nice and thin. It's a high flat grind. It's got a beautiful action. Overall, really cool knife. So let me know what y'all think about these. Have y'all tried any of these knives, and what did you think? Have y'all had any knife that you bought because people were talking about it, and at first you didn't feel it? After using it for a while, you started liking it, or somebody gave you a knife and you were kind of like, and then you started using it, or you figured out that it was an awesome knife. I know I can't be the only one. If y'all have any stories like that, tell me what they were. And you never know. More than likely, if I don't have it, I might try it. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.